Okay, I have officially made it to 1900. A toast to myself with this energy drink. 1900. Working for 2000. Oh, I'm playing a 2000 rated person. Wow. Of course I'm nervous. Uh, this is a good person to lose to, because I mean, geez, it's kind of cool. What's his, um, okay, go back. Um, let's go to here. I don't mind losing to 2000. That's kind of cool. I don't see any details. I don't know why. Oh, he must have blocked it. Okay. Let's drop. Any way to infiltrate? Let's drop back to here. Because if his knight comes here, I can take and still be protecting this knight. Got a castle. Okay. Hmm. If I go here, he comes here. Okay. He's got to give up the queen, but I got to give up the rook, so. Yep, resigning. Short-lived. I was at 1900. he said he'd play me again, so. Okay. How can I target this pawn? Go here, like I'm going for this bishop. Bring my rook in, come after that pawn. All right. Here. Okay. Check. Right there. Yeah, that doesn't work. Probably bring his other rook right here. In that case, I'll have to run. I gotta not think about the Hey, how's it going? Finally reached a decent rating. Okay. I just need to get out of the pen. Okay, let's go here. Okay. Doing good, man. I I think I was like at 1730 last week, and I finally hit 1900. This guy broke my 1900, but he played me again, so it's kind of cool. Finally beat him. Dude, I just beat a 2000 rated Blitz player. That feels pretty cool. Yeah, he didn't challenge me again, so. All I've been doing is puzzles. So I think I was like at 2300 on the puzzles. And I just have been playing a bunch at work. And I'm at 2500 on the puzzles now, which I know doesn't translate to the real rating. But yeah, but just like tactics, and then it just made Blitz a lot more fun. So 1904 is the highest I've had on Blitz. I've just been doing crazy stuff. I'm gonna go for this pawn. I just stream for fun. Yeah, I just have fun with it. If I was having fun and I started making money, that would be cool. But I already have a good job. I work as an ICU nurse. Should I do that? Trying to just find the most aggressive moves. Okay. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. We played each other. Now he's getting some stuff. Actually, now he is not. Um, Go here. Then if I go here, push. He moves that bishop. I take his queen. Swinging this rook over. Gonna see if I can get something. Okay. Swing my rook up, come over again. Ah, I should have taken that. Dang it. I missed it. Oh, I had that again. Can check him here. Take his rook. Yes! Got him. 6 seconds left. Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think you misheard me or something, because I know we already met. Yeah, I know. We played chess and stuff together. Thank you, man. Yeah. I know you've been watching kind of since I started, I think. If I remember right. I gotta grab something. I'll be right back. Hey, thank you, man. Yeah. So I decided I was just gonna play how I like to play because I've been trying to like adjust how I play to like be more positional and stuff. And I really like tactics. I'll be right back. Yeah, Kamal, the other thing that I'm thinking helped is I just got, as you can see by my hair, my beautiful hair that's fallen out. Um, I've been working out the last 2 days. So I've noticed that's the only thing that's been different is that I have worked out before I did chess. And I notice I'm thinking clearer. So, okay, I'm gonna go again. Okay. And I've been doing Chess Vibes does this opening a lot. I need to watch his games more to figure out everything he does on here. But it's so tactical. There's a lot of things you can do. Like I like this move. Because now, see. My favorite player, honestly, Mikhail Tal. Have you ever heard of him? I probably should have brought my knight there so I could keep the threat going. I'm going to do that. I'm going to threaten again. Then I'm going to go here. Create this threat again. If he moves his king, I'm going to check him here and take his queen. Yeah, man. It's just like he makes a move. And I know he's passed away now, but he'd make a move and it would just be amazing. You wouldn't think like, oh, he just sacked his queen. And you know, a lot of chess players sack their queens now and stuff, but yeah, I haven't watched him in a while. People I watch a lot. Okay, so there's my favorite player. And then people I watch a lot. I watch Ginger GM a lot. I watch sorry, what's his name? Magnus Carlsen a lot. I'm trying to do this so that I can check his trying to push his bishop back. And then I want to get here or something. Then castle. So what I want is for him to push his pawn here to come after my bishop. See? Because now I can get his queen. So see? Check. I try to create situations where I can, and this is how I used to do it until, you know, that you get told you're wrong for doing it. I kind of want that bishop gone. Okay, does it give you, so it gives you a rating? I'm going to let him have my bishop, or my rook. So it'll give you a FIDE rating then? Okay, now I think I'll save my rook. I go here. Okay, I'll take his rook then. Okay, now I'm going to start pushing pawns. I'm going to push here first because he's got nowhere to go. Okay, here. Because if he pushes, I can check, then take it. Should resign here. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. So I go on online. Sweet. So I go on and okay, cool. I could still capture it on here. That's cool. Now, in comparison with points, is chess.com still a pretty good or accurate representation of your rating as far as online stuff? That's cool. Trying to think another chess player I really like um, watching. I like Nelson from the Chess Vibes. I like watching him. To me, as for like learning purposes, he's great because he talks through all his thought process while and he's not in like a teaching mode. He even though, but his way of playing teaches you because he um, talks about candidate moves, says what he thinks the opponent's planning, what he's going to do. I like that kind of that kind of style. And then of course, watching Hikaru. I love watching Hikaru. He talks a little too fast for me, but yeah, he's really good. Um Nixon, I think is his name. I just started watching some of his teaching stuff on positional chess, and he's too wordy for me. He just rambles for a long time on oh, sweet. Okay, dude, I'm at 1920. I'm going for more. Now, oh, sweet. Yeah, so I'm gonna play again, but I've recently learned what tilted means. And that is that where your rating just starts plummeting? Like, it's crazy, man. I'll drop 100 points in a week or more. But I think it has to do with rather than like honing my style or like for you to rather than people honing their style, they want to like change it to be another style. And as I've done that, I've seen myself just stagnate. That's exactly what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm doing. Is I felt the energy shift when I said no, no more. I'm gonna get this. I like this. um, I think I've read that before. Yeah, I think I've read that before. Take, take, take. Go here. He comes off of this. I want to take this pawn. Check and then pop my knight back here. Okay. No, he thought he had me, but he doesn't. Go here. Now, what do I want to do? Right here. Because he wants to come here. Now I want to go here. Now let's go here. 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 Okay, got him. Okay, awesome, man. Thank you. Yeah, same to you. Another, I think we talked about these. Another book I read that was good was Untethered Soul. It's like the basics of it. Um, but Neville Goddard is his name. Another guy. Um, and then I think it's really important once you grasp. I know it's crazy, dude. I'm telling you that what you said, the manifestation thing. I got up a couple days ago and just decided that I'm gonna be positive and be aggressive. Um, so oh, but the manifestation thing, it's I ramble a little bit because it's hard being on having yourself on camera. It's weird. Uh, but yeah, this Neville Goddard guy. Well, oh, what I think is important is once you grasp the concepts of it. So let me just tell you a crazy story. I mean, you can see some of my other content before I did chess, where I talked about a lot of my crazy experiences I was having, and that was when I was learning meditation, which I had grown up very religious, and so that was always off limits. You didn't meditation was new age. You weren't allowed to do that. So when life circumstances and doing ICU nursing, and I did hospice nursing for 5 years, where I saw a lot of people die. And then I went through the COVID thing. Lots of people died, and saw people die right in front of me all the time. I was like, I would call myself an atheist at that time or agnostic, but I was still, my heart was reaching out for what was there. And so I started doing meditation, and I started noticing when I would do meditation, even when I would go to sleep, I would start having precognitive dreams. I later learned was the name of that, where I would have dreams that were that portions of it would happen in my waking life. And then I started thinking, well, maybe I'm just going insane. I'm losing my mind. But then I would have things where I would get impressions and I'd mention it to my wife, and then they would happen. And so I started having proof there. So I was like, okay, I'm not going crazy, but there's something that I'm tapping into accidentally. Didn't even expect it, but there's something about it when you start trying to create a dogma out of it, it starts to die. It's like once you learn it, you apply it because life's meant to be fun and like, I mean, there's hard things in life, but what is dwelling on them going to do for you? And I learned that. I mean, people are dying in front of me. No amount of sitting there being sad and struggling with it was helping them or helping me in any way. Another experience I had too, um, and I don't think I put this on YouTube just because it's pretty personal, but I'm okay with sharing it. My cousin almost died from COVID and was actually through I don't know, it seems like I was kind of led to it. Like I got so tired of my mind chattering. Oh man, I'm sorry. She took her life. Yeah. Sorry, man. Yeah. That's sad. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Um yeah, so you went through hard stuff and then you kind of okay. Yeah, so then you go through these hard times and you learn like, oh, sorry, man. Yeah. Yeah, it's sad. You go through the hard times and it doesn't seem like life has any meaning. And then that's what makes me believe there's something in the universe greater than us, but we get to participate and we come from it because those hard times, all of a sudden, something reaches out into your heart and and shows you that all of us have a purpose. I remember when these people were dying in COVID. Um, yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that the small things didn't matter as much as we thought. Yeah, the disagreements, yeah, like you said, being right about everything. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's all about the interaction, the relationship. Me and my mom don't always haven't always gotten along, but I just have her come over for Christmas, and I have 5 kids, so I love having her here with them and seeing the family and everything. And I understand that too. That it teaches you that life is short. I remember I was struggling so much with the COVID patients dying, and I was like, "What's the point, God? What's the point? What's the point?" And I would just struggle every day, but I just kept because we could volunteer to go into the COVID unit, and I just kept volunteering to go in there, and I just kept saying, just complaining in my heart about it, and I remember I just got this distinct impression one day as I was walking into a room, and it just stopped me and said something like, "Who are you to think that these people's lives are meaningless because they're dying sooner than you?" And that that hit me that day. That hit me to realize that they are living a life that they came to live, and they're helping me as much as I'm helping them. Because I kept trying to, we kept trying to save them. We would do everything we could to save them. Yeah, Kamal, share. I mean, it's been a good venue for me, like those experiences that I share. Start just creating content on YouTube. I used to think like, oh, I mean, hardly anyone watches this, but I would think, well, no one's going to watch it. It's not going to be that important. It's not going to matter. Do what you want to do. Do what your heart's telling you to do, like you are. You know, create content. Just do it. Who cares what people think about it? All right, I'm going to jump back on here and do another game real quick. But hey, man, thank you for being part of this and talking to me, because it's nice to talk about serious stuff too. I like that there, because if he takes this, I push here, he takes. Okay, he of course knows that. I would expect him to know that. So this one's probably going to be a good game. I'm not catching him in any mistakes yet, so um I kind of I kind of hope he pushes that. Should I just double my rooks here? Not sure where he wants to go with that, other than he can do this. But I'm thinking he does that, I just jump down here. He can do this. Jump down here. Okay. Okay. He pushes this, I go here. That's okay. I'll continue on. Go here. Take with the rook. Okay. Take with the rook. Oh, I might have hurt myself here. I might have hurt myself here. Thank God I only have 8 seconds left. I got to come up with a threat. I got nothing though. I got nothing though. Okay. I got lucky there. So I was kind of learning it along the way. And then once this hit, I learned something about my own selfishness and my own fear that life would be meaningless if I were dying. And that the ones that were dying, that, you know, because you're sad, because you're like, they didn't get to live their life. They didn't get. And so I came to that realization through just, you know, walking into a room one day, and it just stopped me. Because I was in turmoil, man. Everybody was. All the nurses were struggling. And, you know, you had patients saying, you know, please don't let me die. And then also you had, the family members couldn't come in their room and visit. So all you had was FaceTime. So you'd see these little kids trying to talk to their parents when they were, you know, dying. Little kids talking to their dad dying. And, you know, I was saying, God, if you're real, quit fucking with me, you know? And why is this happening? Why if I'm supposed to believe in good, why does all this bad happen? And basically showing me that what we think is bad, nothing can destroy us. We have a spirit, and that spirit cannot be destroyed. The body can be killed and the body can die, but our spirit can't be killed. And so these people are playing a role just like I'm playing a role. And someday a person will be playing a role for me as I go. And I want them to understand that too when they're sad, wondering why, to understand that. Thank you. Thank you, man. I just want I would want people to understand that that we're eternal. We're the consciousness of God expressing itself. And that's why we can respect every person, because, you see the people that we look down on or disrespect. And again, they're playing a role and you're playing a role. And so resentment, grudges, all those things. Don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about not being human. Okay? Because there's times where I'm so tired and I'm working hard and I'm worn out and somebody's testing my patience. This isn't about, that's why I say when you learn true spirituality, it's about being able to live in your difficult situation still and suddenly finding life where you thought there was only death, destruction, loss. All of a sudden you start seeing that there's a meaning behind it. And I feel like, people throw like randomness at everything. They say, oh, that's a random occurrence. I think randomness is an equation. And yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, yeah. And then, when I was an atheist, so the reason I'll tell you some of this stuff too. The reason I even became an atheist, and I was an atheist for about 5 years, was I was a very religious Christian. And I started working at hospice thinking that God was going to show me who he is within the confines of my box of how I believed God was. And then as I was taking care of dying patients and stuff, I started hearing stories from them about them seeing past loved ones coming to see them. And that totally messed with my head because I had this finely tuned dogmatic belief system that didn't allow for that stuff. And so on the one hand, I could feel my natural spirit without any dogma, loving that and being reassured by that. And on the other hand, feeling wrong because it wasn't aligning with my belief system. And then, so I remember one time I went out to this patient's house and it was in a camper and nobody was with him. And I walked in and he had just had poop all over him. He was almost dead, just laying there by himself. And that was another time I was like, God, where are you? Where are you? And I had this weird thought right in the middle of it. It's like when your true heart calls out, you get a response. When you're truly talking from the heart. And I had this thought, you are me. And I thought, because I was very religious. This was years back. I was very religious, very Christian at the time. And I said, in my head, I just blew it off as it was blasphemous. It was like, you are me. So when you say people help people, why would we be here in this struggle of suffering, joy, loss, and this constant tension if it wasn't to learn how to be helping each other, caring for each other. The hard ones to care for, not just people that agree with us. Anyway, I'm going to try to keep my streak going. Here we go. Yeah, and hope is living. Messy, but I'm going to try to push this pawn up. And then my knight hangs, though. But is there any kind of... Looks like he got my queen. So I have to do this. Then if he takes... Take... Okay. Go here, then do this. I may have lost this one. Okay, he goes back up. I'm going to check. Okay, I'll put it on. I'll put it on today. He's threatening me like I'm threatening him. Yeah, he got me. He got me. I'll resign. All right, man. Hey, I'm gonna get going. I played for an hour. Kamal, it was great talking to you. I'll check that out. Miracle web series. I'll look it up right now. I'm gonna chill for a little bit before I got an appointment here later. So good talking to you, man. Thanks for watching and talking with me.